A lot has changed with YouTube ads when it comes to its ad formats and ad types. They've introduced new ones and then also changed up things by implementing different campaign structures and removing things like video action campaigns. So in this video right here, we're gonna go over all of the different video ad types and formats specifically for YouTube ads so that you know exactly what to do, when to best use them, and all of the little tips and tricks that go with each specific format so you get the best bang for your buck. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Neil and I run Links Digital, one of the biggest YouTube ad agencies out there. And if you are somebody that's looking to master YouTube ads yourself or have somebody take care of it for you, please check the top link in the description down below. Okay, later on in this video, I'm gonna go over what people consider the conventional YouTube ad types, the in-stream ads, and how to now set them up with demand gen campaigns and all of that fun stuff. But right now, I wanna start off by talking about one of the newest ad types and ad formats available to us, which is going to be YouTube Shorts ads. You may have seen these type of ads on other platforms like Instagram with their Reels and TikToks, but now there's a way to finally run dedicated YouTube Short ads on Google AdWords. Before you were able to do it, but it was mixed in with a few campaigns. However, now you have the ability to launch dedicated YouTube Short ads, which is really awesome for you if you are planning to run a lot of top of funnel traffic or do things like remarketing, or if you've, like I mentioned before, been running traffic on other platforms like Instagram Reels and TikTok. You can literally copy over a lot of those video creatives and campaigns and bring them onto YouTube now. All right, before you go out and start experimenting with this brand new ad format, there are a couple things you're going to want to keep in mind. The first one being that you are going to need video creatives that are shot in vertical orientation, not landscape, with ads that have the max length of 60 seconds. That's what YouTube allows to run as shorts ads. And what I recommend is that you go out there and film dedicated short ads and not rely on cropping or things like the YouTube AI to kind of take your landscape videos and convert them into the portrait 16:9 vertical videos, because I found the AI doesn't really do a great job and you're going to be cutting off areas of your video where it's not that great. I do find that dedicated short ads do perform better than some of the auto cropped ones. In general, I also like to separate out my short ads in separate campaigns simply because the placement and optimization for these short ads is going to be very different than all of your other ad formats. You're going to be obviously doing a lot of different device placements. So on a traditional YouTube ad, you may run it on mobile, you may run it on desktop, you may run it on tablets and TVs. And as a result of this, your campaigns are going to optimize very differently. So if you are running shorts ads, what I recommend is you separate out your campaigns and only run mobile or tablet device placements. It's not that you can't run short ads on desktop. We've just found they don't convert as well as some of the in-feed or in-stream ad formats. That being said, short ads can be used with a variety of different campaign types. So things like demand gen campaigns and performance max, as well as video reach and video view campaigns. So you have a lot of flexibility there in terms of what you can choose for the campaign type. All right, next up we have in-feed ads. And some of you might remember that these were called discovery ads back in the day, but all these are static image ads that appear on the YouTube homepage, on the suggested feed, and on top of search results. And when you click on one of these image ads on one of those placements, it will take you to a long form YouTube video. This specific ad format is awesome for businesses that have a product or service that has a long sales cycle, or you have to give your customers a lot of background education or context about your product or service. This is probably the campaign type that I kind of suggest for everyone. And there's really no sort of limit in terms of how long of a ad that you can post, but what I recommend is all of the best practices when it comes to organic YouTube should apply to your in-feed campaigns. So things like having highly clickable titles and thumbnails, making sure that your videos are engaging. All of those things, make sure they apply to your in-feed ad creatives as well. And obviously, because they are static image ads, you want to ensure that your images are really clickable and that your click-through rates are high. I did mention that that these type of ads also appear on the top of search results. So if you are somebody that is already running search or PPC ads, this is another great placement for you. Again, look at the terms that you are already bidding on, and if you see that there's a lot of YouTube results for it and you feel that your videos might actually help your audience, this is a great little ad format to kind of test out. There is one little caveat with in-feed ads. You can't really isolate them for performance max campaigns as of yet. However, you can still run them on video view campaigns, video reach campaigns, as well as demand gen campaigns. All right, let's move into the category of more traditional ads when it comes to YouTube and placements. These are the type of ads that most people kind of associate when it comes to video advertising on YouTube, which is going to be like videos which play either at the beginning or in the middle of organic YouTube videos. First up, we have the super short, unskippable ads that play at the beginning of videos that are about 6 seconds long, and these are what we call bumper ads. Now, one thing to note is bumper ads can only be used with video reach campaigns. They aren't super flexible. They only apply to a very small amount of people and advertisers, and I would say for about 99% of people watching this video, don't even mess around with this ad format or ad type. This is more reserved for massive companies that have millions of dollars to spend on branding, but most of you guys watching will not get a great return from this particular ad type, so try and avoid it. If you do insist on having unskippable ads as part of your advertising arsenal, what I would kind of recommend is that you run unskippable in-stream ads. And again, these can only be run with specific campaigns like video reach campaigns. The difference between unskippable in-stream ads when it comes to comparing them to bumper ads is that you can run these unskippable ads for 15 seconds, and they aren't just limited to the beginning of videos. They can come and appear in the middle of your video at different placements. A word of caution again, unless you are running branding campaigns or you have very, very, very sophisticated follow-up and remarketing campaigns, you should also probably stay away from this campaign type, just because again, if people aren't incentivized to actually take action on these types of ads, as well as they're a little bit expensive and annoying because you can't skip them. And then finally, we have the ad format that most people are familiar with when it comes to YouTube ads, which is going to be your in-stream skippable video ads. Now, these are the ads that you think of when it comes to YouTube ads. These are the little ads that play in the middle of videos that you can skip after 5 seconds. These are the type of ads that I recommend for most business owners to start off with because they are the most versatile. They tend to convert the best, and it is generally what most people associate with when it comes to YouTube ads. The cool thing about these type of ad formats or this specific ad type is that you can run it in isolation with a variety of different campaign types. So you can have a reach or a view campaign, you can run them in demand gen campaigns, you can run them in performance max campaigns. So just about every campaign type that allows video, you can run in-stream ads, and these do tend to be the best bang for your buck. Now, in terms of best practices, you're going to want to make sure that you are scripting these ads according to our best scripting guidelines. I'm sure there's a video that popped up that you can check out later. And you want to ensure that they're less than 1:30 long. Even though people can skip after 5 seconds, you want to make sure that they are still very short and to the point. In order to learn how to specifically set up video campaigns for demand gen, check out this next video here.